What's good with y'all? Today I'm going to be showing you guys one of my new favorite builds in this game, and that is this glitched 6'4" point guard. Really quick, like and subscribe if you eat food, and also let me know if you guys have any builds you guys are willing to let me borrow for more gameplay videos. I'm gonna start off showing you guys a really quick 1v1 gameplay using this build. Please don't skip it. And right away, you guys see we're going up against a drippy face scan. How nice. Alright, well, Jinx is insane. Let's see if you're really, insane. Right away, you guys get an opportunity to see the clamps on this build. Although he's able to just run right past me, get to the rim, and oh, yikes. This is not such a great start to the game. Despite that possession right there, in reality, the defense on this build is actually quite good, and me getting dunked on was just an anomaly. Now, if he wants to rim run, I can honestly do the exact same thing. Like, bro, you're just way too slow. I think this Jinx guy kind of needed my dribble tutorial. Like, what is he doing? He's spamming behind the back into crossovers. I've never seen this before. He definitely has a very interesting way of dribbling. I'm not gonna lie, you're in a box, Jinx. Oh, that cannot happen. Now my guy right here is getting absolutely thrown into the blender. Okay, Jinx, let's see what you got. You're just gonna run all the way around me, and how did that just work? Now I'm low-key kind of frying this man right here. And bro, sometimes I just don't understand the dribbling in this game. I must say, this Jinx guy's dribbling was honestly just kind of so weird, it was hard to guard. For some reason, I'm just good at guarding good players and bad at guarding bad players. That's literally the only way I can explain it. So down by 3, I desperately need a bucket. I decided to just play it safe and go for a rim run right here. And I don't know why I took a layup, but hey, 2 points is 2 points. Jinx goes for yet again another rim run. Like, that's all this man does. Honestly, I just don't care that much about defense. Although back on offense, I'm low-key cooking up. I wasn't able to get an open 3 right here off the spin back, but it's all good. I just run right around him and get an easy lay. Wait, what? How did I just miss that? Like, bro, what is going on? How am I just missing wide open layups? Well, I guess that's kind of what I get for not spending my hard-earned VC on driving layup or close shot. A fully upgraded version of this build definitely gets both of those things, but when I was spending my VC to upgrade this guy, I didn't put it on either one of those things. This Jinx guy goes right back to rim running, but he just smokes this close shot. Bro, how am I losing to this dude? But it's not really gonna stay that way for much longer. You guys see I put him in the blender right here, get open off the pullback, and it's big green. Like, where are you going, my guy? You got to stay with me. Now, after getting completely clamped up, this Jinx guy just forces up a 3-pointer. And of course, he's going straight back in the blender. Like, you can't guard me, bro. Right here, the clamps come out yet again, and this man uses this little behind the back like it's a Curry slide or something. And I'm just way too short and goes right over my head. I do force him to miss yet again another shot. And can I please get one rebound, 2K? Like, please, 2K, give me a rebound. Oh my gosh, bro. After that absolutely horrendous possession, I get him reaching right here, and then a little bit later, I get him jumping. All I'm saying is that I'm happy I just didn't miss that layup. My boy Jinx is not so insane, now has the ball. And right here, he goes ahead and greens his 3-pointer. Honestly, the time he shot that 3-pointer was just so random, I didn't expect it whatsoever. This is what I mean, I'm just bad at guarding bad players. I do have takes, so I'm low-key chilling still. You guys see I'm dribbling around, kind of left-righting, and this man Jinx is just absolutely lost. Green, bang. Of course, this guy is just back to rim running. Wait, did that say wide open? How, bro? I'm literally right there. Bro, the paint defense in this game is terrible. I do now have the ball, so this man's getting cooked up. His defense is honestly quite awful. I'm able to get open very easily. Green, bang. Now this Jinx guy pulled off like some inbound cheese or something. He just shoots right away, but he does miss it. And then to end this game off, you guys see I'm dribbling around a little bit right here. I do a step back, run into the paint, and get a very easy layup. And yeah, you guys saw I won 22-17. It should not have been that close. He was honestly very bad. But now I'm showing you guys how to make this build. Now, obviously, I did give you guys timestamps so you guys could skip around in the video. But if you did just skip straight to this part in the video, please go back and watch the gameplay, especially if you're considering making this build. It'll demonstrate to you guys way more what this build's actually going to be like in-game, opposed to me just showing you guys the attributes. So without further ado, let's hop right into how to actually make this build. For the position, you're gonna need to go with point guard. Also, before you even make a new file, you have to make sure on the metric system, so go into the settings and change that if you haven't done so already. Then for the body settings, go with 1.77 meters, 66 kg, and 1.78 meters. When you are going to these metrics, go straight to them. Like for example, don't drop the height down to minimum and then bring it back up. Instead, just go straight to 1.77 meters and it'll work every single time. That's pretty much the most common mistake people make when making this build. They pretty much drop the height like all the way down and then bring it back up, and then the build just doesn't work. For the attributes and takeovers, you're going to want to go with random stuff. What you go with honestly does not matter whatsoever, but you do have to do this in order to glitch the build. Once you get on this screen, you're going to want to scroll over to where it says edit build, press edit build, and then press circle or B repeatedly until you back out to the main menu. And then from there, go to settings and change the units of measurement once again. Now, if you have changed the units of measurement, you're going to want to go ahead and edit the build you just made. And then from there, you're going to want to copy down one of the two builds I'm going to show you guys. The first build I'm going to show you guys is an all-around version of this build, and then the second one's more of a point guard specific version. For this first version, you're going to want to go 6'4", 170 pounds, and a 6'9" wingspan. Something that's really nice about this build is that you're able to be way faster than you would normally be able to be on a 6'4" build due to the fact that this is a glitched build. Now on to the attributes. You guys can see starting off finishing, this is just very crazy. With a 92 driving dunk and 18 finishing badges, as well as pretty much every single contact dunk package in this game, you're going to be dunking on everyone. For shooting, this is also very good with an 88 3-pointer and 25 shooting badges. You're definitely going to be able to green very consistently on this build. For playmaking, this is similar. You guys can see it's also very elite with 30 playmaking badges. Obviously, for a point guard build, this is quite important. And then scrolling down to the defense of this build, you guys can see this is actually really good. You guys see you're pretty well-rounded on the defensive end, and you're going to get 20 total defensive badges. Like, definitely as a perimeter lockdown, this build's actually going to be pretty good. And then scrolling down to the physicals, you guys can see this is quite good as well. You do need an 85 vertical to get the small contact dunk package. And as well, the reason why my speed is kind of on the lower end is that it helps you move around faster off ball, which on a point guard build, you're really only going to be using on the defensive end. And even then, you're not really going to be using it that much since perimeter defense is what decides your lateral quickness. Now, if you want to, you can bump up speed by dropping down some other ratings, but for me personally, I find that an 83 speed is more than good enough. If you want free throw on this build, what I recommend doing is drop down your vertical to an 80. You'll be able to get an 85 free throw, but you will lose the small contact dunk package. For the takes, I went with double limitless range. I think this is primarily going to be a 3-point hunting build, but you can go with a different takeover if you want to. And then you guys see I built a two-way 3-point playmaker, which honestly definitely makes a ton of sense as a name. So next, hopping into more of a point guard specific version. This time for the body settings, you're going to want to go with 6'4", 179 pounds, and a 6'3" wingspan. The 6'3" wingspan will give you a 99 mid-range, which is in my opinion very important. And I would also just recommend bumping up your weight to 179 pounds to give you gold clamps. Starting things out with finishing, as I said, this is going to be designed to be more of a traditional point guard build, so you're not really going to need that much finishing on this build whatsoever. I would still recommend having at least a little bit of dunking, that way you can finish in the paint though. For shooting, this is honestly just insane. You're going to get 36 total shooting badges, as well as a 99 mid-range, which will give you Hall of Fame blinders. Like, the shooting on this build is just crazy. And then on to the playmaking, you guys can see again, this is just very good. On this build, you're able to get Hall of Fame quick chain, which is also very important. And then scrolling down to the defense, this isn't as crazy as the previous build, but you do still get gold clamps and gold interceptor, so you will be able to at least kind of hold your own on the defensive end. And then for the physicals, this is pretty similar to the previous build. Obviously, you won't need any vertical. If you want free throw on this build, what I'd recommend doing is drop down your speed with ball to an 87. With these ratings, I would recommend bumping up your free throw to an 87 and then throw the rest of your ratings onto steal, which will go ahead and give you an extra badge. For the takeovers, I would highly recommend going with double limitless range. I think for the previous build, you could kind of go with whatever takeovers you wanted to, but for this specific build, definitely go with double limitless. And then you guys can see I built a playmaking shot creator, which definitely makes a ton of sense as a name. With that being said, that is going to wrap it up for the video. If you did make it this far, please drop me a like and subscribe to the channel. There's 3 other gameplay videos on the screen right now. Like, comment, subscribe, go follow me on Twitter, and I'm out. Peace.